Not long ago, executive producer Darren Frank revealed that Steven Spielberg basically oversaw every aspect of this series: script, production design, visual effects. So how much of this first season has Spielberg's creative influence?
We met with Steven Spielberg early on, and I have to say, beyond being awed by being in a room with someone who is literally at the top of his craft, he knew a lot about Halo already, and he knew a lot about video games. Like, clearly that's a passion for him. And so from the get-go, we felt like we were in such good hands because the things that he loved and his clear respect for Halo really came through. I would say he's definitely been a maestro behind the scenes. He obviously has had a lot of other projects going on since then. But what I would say is I think his focus on storytelling and his respect for gaming, I think, comes through in terms of, I think, how the show really hopes to respect players. That love is there, and so I think he was a strong guiding force behind the scenes.
Covenant forces appear to be excavating some kind of object. When I touched the object, I felt something.
Showrunner Steve Kane has described this first season as a war story, but also a love story. And that reminded me when Halo 4 came out, there was a lot of conversation about the deep relationship between Master Chief and Cortana.
Sure.
And many gamers call that a love story. This is the love story we're gonna see in the series, or what is it?
I can't speak to the love story aspect. You're gonna have to find that out as the show comes on. And I, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure where Steve was aiming with that. I know the direction, I think, but
it's a human story.
It's a human story.
I think that's probably...
To me, the story of season 1 is Chief discovering his humanity, right? Discovering what it feels like to be human for the first time. It starts with his interactions with the artifact, and that sets off a series of actions that will affect everything around him, right? But the core of it is him discovering humanity, right? And all that is encompassed in that. And love is a part of that.
Hello, Master Chief. I'm Cortana.
It has been said that video games are the future of storytelling. Thanks to its advanced technology, interactivity, this limitless space for world building. No? What storytelling possibilities do TV series like Halo offer that video games do not?
No, that's such a good question. I'm have always been in my career passionate about sort of narrative in games and really pushing the boundaries of how we do that. And I think there's so many different narrative devices, whether it's VR or a first-person game or even let's say a Fortnite, which tells a story in a completely different way. And so those are also interesting to me. What television allows us to do is really spend a focused 9 hours on a character or set of characters and what their journey is in a way where the viewer can sit back and really be taken on a journey, right? I think with video games, part of the magic of the storytelling in video games is the part that you play in that, and that is its own thing. With this, we get to tell a story, and we get to show Chief in a different way, and we get to explore the character of John in a different way, not just through the characters talking to you as they do in the games, but really through his own experience and being able to see that and see the reactions around it. And I think there's always a space for that kind of sort of author-led storytelling. It's just a different kind of experience. And for me, that was what was so critical about doing this, is giving a different kind of story experience than we're able to do in the games. Not because one is better or worse, because to me they're equally valuable, but because it just gives you a very different experience.
Find the Halo. Win the war.